This video will cover fractions, decimals, and percents. Let's start with fractions. So what is a fraction? A fraction is just some way to represent part of a whole, or it's a representation of division. Or you think of it as a fraction is just another way to write a number. So fractions are part of a whole. If we had one circle, you could cut it in half for 1/2, cut it in half again for 1/4, and cut it again for 3/4. So let's find the fraction for each image. Notice it is cut into 5 pieces and 3 of them are red, so this would be 3/5. My next one, it looks like it got cut into 8 pieces and 5 of them are shaded, so it would be 5/8. The next one has 2 holes, so I'll write 2 holes, and then it was cut into fifths and 2 are shaded, so 2/5. So it's 2 and 2/5. Now a fraction can also be thought of as division. So if you see 3/5, that would mean 3 divided by 5. 2/7 means 2 divided by 7, or 10/5 means 10 divided by 5. We can also simplify fractions. Now this isn't something that you really have to worry about as long as you can put it into your calculator. But if we had 4/8, so imagine a circle that we cut into 8 pieces and we shaded 4 of them. That would also be the same as if we'd cut it into 4 pieces and shaded 2 of them. So here we have 4/8. But if we have 4 pieces, that would be the same as 2/4, or it would be the same as 1/2. Notice either way, the shaded area is the same. If you wanted to simplify this by hand, you'd have 4/8 and you divide the top by 2 and the bottom by 2. So to simplify, you always divide the top and bottom by the same thing. So 4 divided by 2 is 2, 8 divided by 2 is 4. And if you did that again, you get 1/2. Again, if you can put this into your calculator, great. My next one for 25 out of 100, you could look at it and you could say, oh, I could divide both of those by 25. You might also just think of 5 though. So if you just did 5 first, 25 divided by 5 and 100 divided by 5. This would give me 5 out of 20. And if I divided both of those by 5 again, then I would get 1/4. So that's fractions. Now let's do decimals. So what is a decimal? A decimal, again, is just another way that you can think about division or how to write a number. Really, a decimal is just a fraction in disguise. So if we were to break down a decimal, here's a whole number. We have our thousands place, hundreds, tens, ones. Usually we start the decimal and say ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. If you go the other direction, you have tenths, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s. So you could think of this number 9,125.3674 as being 9 thousands plus 100 plus 2 tens plus 5 ones plus 3 1/10ths plus 6 100ths plus 7 1,000ths plus 4 10,000ths. If you were to look at just the decimal part of it, the 0.3 would be 3/10ths, or 3 divided by 10, or 0.3. And you also have 6/100, 6 hundredths, 6/100, 0.06, 7/1,000, and 4/10,000. If you put all of that together, you get that 0.3674 is really 3/10ths plus 6/100 plus 7/1,000 plus 4/10,000. This is the important part. This is what we do in our class more. And if you can do this in your calculator, great. That's really what we care about. Okay. But we'll show you how to do it by hand for a minute. So change each decimal to a fraction by hand. So 0.34 to a fraction. Well, this would really be equal to 3 out of 10 plus 4 out of 100. Now, this part I would put in my calculator because we haven't really learned how to add fractions yet. And it's not something you really have to do without your calculator. So I would type in 3 divided by 10 plus 4 divided by 100 and change it to a decimal or fraction. And I would get 34 out of 100. Or you might have also gotten 17 out of 50. this 0.7546, that's really like 7 out of 10 plus 5 out of 100 plus 4 out of 1,000 plus 6 out of 10,000. Or you put all that into your calculator and you get 7,546 out of 10,000, which it might also simplify to something else as well. Well, what is a percent? A percent is just another way to write a number. Our percent literally means percent. So per means for each and cent means 100. So percent really means how many hundreds. So like 20% means 20 out of 100 or 0.2. And 38.3% really means 38.3 over 100 or 0.383. And 500% means 500 over 100 or 5.